Okay, so it hailed at your house. You got dents in your car. That's annoying. But what's more annoying is every 30 minutes, like clockwork, some fucking 20-year-old kid is knocking on my door saying I have hail damage and that I'm entitled to a free roof and he wants to climb on top of my house. Who are you? But it's worse because it doesn't stop. They're not stopping. You handwrite a little note. You fucking up on the wall. They ignore it. They don't care. You're losing your mind. You might shoot them. Maybe. Who are these people? What do they want? Explain it to me. Is that you? Well, here you go. Let's get into it. Hi, everybody. My name's Evan Webster. I am a roofing contractor that deals with storm restoration. So here's the deal. What you're encountering at your front door is a storm restoration contractor. Now, these guys make their living by getting insurance companies to pay for roofs and siding and gutters and blah, blah. And then they have crews to do the work. And then they get a commission, which is the profit on the insurance claim. Big business. Buddy, business is booming. I want to explain to you what's going on and what your next steps are, because they're not going to stop. So the kids that are knocking on your door, they basically want to do a roof inspection for you. Now, if you're going to pick an inspector, pick a guy that's Haag certified. Haag Engineering is the big engineering firm that sets the guidelines for what is and is not hail damage for roofers and insurance company representatives. So another thing that goes well with being Haag certified is that you know how to communicate with adjusters. You know how to use Xactimate, which is the pricing software or estimating software that the roofers and the insurance companies use specifically for insurance restoration work. Think of it like the language that they communicate through. It's all line items. Everything that needs to be done for the right scope of work has its own line item with its own price that's updated on a regional price sheet that's updated once a month. It's a whole thing. You have to know how to use that. This is the field manual that we get when we take the course. So this inspector that comes out, if he is Haag certified, the first thing he's going to be looking for is collateral damage. That's damage to your soft metals, your box vents, your chimney caps, things that would get dented alongside the shingles. There will also be identifiers like spatter, where the hailstone hits the algae-coated portion of the roof or oxidized metal surfaces, and it leaves an impression, not a dent, but an impression. It also tells you that it hailed there pretty recently. This is a hail bruise. It's a round spot where the granules have been removed, and if you press your finger into it, you can feel that it's soft. Now, that softness tells you that whatever did this did it by way of impact. Now, the reason that this is a problem in the first place is because when hail hits a shingle, it fractures the fiberglass matting in the center. And over time, with more weathering and abuse from the sun, it can begin to leak. And that's why insurance companies pay for it. So when they do the inspection, they should come down with photos or a video showing the damage to your vents, all right? And then the bruising on your shingles. If the damage is there, they're going to want to come back and sit down with you and explain how this stuff works. And this is how the stuff works. Basically, what you're about to do is file an insurance claim. You're going to file a claim, and after you file the claim, the adjuster is going to call you up with the day and time that they're coming out. And all you need to do is let the contractor know so he can be there to meet them. When the adjuster comes out, a good contractor will have arrived there before the adjuster gets there, marked the collateral damage around the exterior, and set up a ladder for them. As long as everything's documented correctly, you'll get your first check in the mail within a couple weeks if the roof gets approved. Now, inevitably, when a hailstorm hits and people from out of town come into your market, you're going to start hearing things like scam thrown around a lot. Let's talk about that. In order for the scam to be a scam, the scammer has to be able to extract money from you while doing nothing in return. This is how you protect yourself from a scammy roofing company. 1, don't be an idiot. Do your research. Pick someone that knows what they're doing, picks up the phone, has references, has a good reputation in whatever market they came from. It doesn't matter if they're from out of town. You need someone who knows insurance. And if no one in your area knows, or if all of the local guys are busy, and you're going to use these guys, well, there you go. Use these guys. Do your research. Now, if you want to avoid a scam, here's how you do it. Real simple. Don't give them the first check after the roof gets approved until the roof has been completed. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. If you do that, you will get scammed probably, most likely. It's that simple. Don't give them money unless the work has been completed. Any roofing company worth their salt is going to have a line of credit at their building supply store, whether it be SRS, ABC, fucking Lowe's, it doesn't matter. They're going to be able to front the cost of this install. When the roof is completed and you're happy with the work, give them the first check. Scam avoided. And yet every time it hails, it's the new, watch out for scammers. It's literally just make sure you don't pay them until the work's done. It's like the news, it's like they make a living scaring the shit out of people. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but still, it's annoying. Anyway, that's who those people are. That's what they want. I didn't make this to advertise myself, so I'm not wearing my company branded polo. This information is just for you. Because if people are knocking your door and it's frustrating, hopefully this can kind of explain the situation a little better. And then you have something to look forward to, too. If they're knocking on your door, chances are you're going to get a new roof at some point. You just need to pick one of them. And then put their sign in your yard, and you're good. Now, here's another thing. If you're a renter, or if you're a homeowner that has a roof guy, but you're not putting the sign in your yard for whatever reason and they won't stop, this is what you do. All of these companies, most of their canvassing team has an app, okay? Whether it be Hail Recon, Sales Rabbit, whatever, AccuLynx. There's a bunch of different softwares that these companies use to keep track of what was said at each door. Now, all you need to do, whether it's true or not, is irrelevant. When your door gets knocked on, tell them you're a renter. They don't want to work with you if you're a renter because they can't. They'll go in their little app and they'll put, this guy is a renter and fuck this guy. Boom. Done. You do that for each company, before you know it, your door is done being knocked because everybody who's canvassing knows you're a renter. There you go. All right. We'll see you next time.